Back to my channel. My name is Saminu, and for today's video I want to talk about protective styles as it relates to relaxed hair. Is it that we can use the same traditional protective style that we use for natural hair when it comes to our relaxed hair? And I want to share with you some of the measurements and regimens that I use to protect my ends from shedding and breakage. If this is something that you are interested in, please consider to subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video and comment down below. Let's jump right into the video. So let's get into what is protective styles. So protective styles are any hairstyles that you do to protect your hair from stressors, and that in the sense means that when it comes to like your comb, your brushes, your hair accessories, heat, any over manipulation of the hair, so you put your hair in a specific hairstyle that tucks away your ends and that you have a low manipulation. Some of the popular protective styles are like braids, whether box braids, cornrows, anything. So you put your hair up in a bun, anything that tucks away your ends. So with protective styles, when you keep your ends tucked away, it helps to retain length or to prevent breakage. So you do grow hair every month, right? But if you are experiencing shedding and breakage, you won't see that length acquisition. You won't get that length acquisition because your ends are keep on breaking, so you will never experience growth and length retention also. So whenever you tuck your ends, whenever you grow new growth, you will see the difference because your ends are also healthy. So a lot of protective styles are out there for natural hair that I do love, in particular box braids, whether they want to be like a type of braid in or feeding cornrow. I do love those. The faux locks are my favorite also, and the thing is that with those type of hairstyles, and even sew-ins too, because these hairstyles are not really meant for relaxed hair, and it's just so unfortunate because I do love these protective styles and I do like a change. The thing is that our hair is not as strong as it is once it was, so we can't get away with wearing specific styles like these because we will end up damaging our hair. So because we relaxed our hair, the bonds in our hair are not as strong as they used to be, so the elasticity in our hair is not what it used to be. It's not as strong as it once was, so we end up damaging our hair. We ripped out our hair, especially if we just got a fresh perm. So I tend to stay away from braiding my hair. I used to braid my hair when I was relaxed, and trust me, the closest I'm getting to a BMW convertible is by braiding my hair, because my edges will start right here. Okay, I will have no edges here. My edges would be way back here. So I realized that box braids are not for me. Even the texture of the weave rubbing is so dry and coarse. It's rubbing on your relaxed hair, so I did not like that. But I would try to see if I can find some remedies to help alleviate that. But yeah, it's whatever. I can probably just buy a braided wig or something and try to find a good way how to install it so I can have that feeling.
I would like to see it.
Even some tight tension cornrows are not for me too, because it just rips my hair out. I do love these hairstyles though. I think they're super cute, and it's just so unfortunate. So I may have to research and see if there are methods out there that I can get away with wearing these hairstyles, because I think they're super cute and I do miss some box braids. Even when it comes to cornrows for like my sewing, I asked my friend that, you know, she does relaxed hair for a long time, and I asked her as a stylist that can I wear sew-ins, and she said that not when I have a fresh relaxer. She thinks it's best for me to do it whenever, say 4 weeks after I relax my hair, I can try to get one, but not while it's fresh, because she said if I have a bit more of a new growth, it can help to lessen the effects of pulling my hair out and breaking off my relaxed hair. But in that sense too, I'm still a bit apprehensive about it, because with those new growths too, and you know, your relaxed hair is hanging on for dear life, I think it can probably pull them out too. So I may have to look into properly oiling them and see if that could work. But even like the threads and stuff going through your hair, I think those are not good. Like, it just rips through your hair. So I don't know if you can oil the threads. I don't know. Like, I need to figure it out because I love sewing so much. I'm gonna do it because I do love it, but I would try to probably not do it as frequent as possible so that I don't disrupt my hair. Also, I could probably look into using like U-parts with the clip-ins clippings, but not to do it as often because I don't want to stress my leave outs too and constantly flat iron or putting heat to your hair so that your hair can blend in with your U-part wigs and stuff like that. So I will just use it probably like once a month or something like that, but not too often. And when it comes to clippings extensions, I love clippings. I love me some clipping extension, and my friend said to me, oh, I see you do love these clippings. Just make sure that you don't use them too whenever you are freshly relaxed. So use it about 4 weeks in as well so that your hair has a little bit more grip on the roots so that the pressure is not too much strain on you, your freshly relaxed hair. So 4 weeks in sounds good that I can put in my clippings because I do love me some good clippings. And what I try to do is not to sleep in them because I don't want the friction. So I try not to be lazy and not sleep in them. So every time I come in, I would just take them off and give my roots a little bit of relief. So I tend not to sleep in them at all. Absolutely not. So those are some of the styles that I try to stay away from, and it's just unfortunate because I do really love how beautiful they are. So for me not to be able to wear them is a little bit, you know, sad. It's really sad. But I do love my hair and do love my edges, child. So I'm trying to grow my hair out as much as possible, as much as I can. So when it comes to, say, putting my hair in a nice high top bun, the friction of having your hair so tightly pulled together too can cause havoc on my edges, child. I barely have any. Okay, so I'm trying to have length acquisition and retention too when it comes to my leave outs. When it comes to my edges, because I can't break them off. So having that constant friction in the top of my head, pulling my hair backward and upward, I don't like that. And even using these edge control too, they're so drying that causes your hair to be so dry and brittle and crisp. So I don't really like it. And even if I do use it, I try to have like a wet towel or something just to wipe it out before I go in with my serum to comb my hair out. But I really do not like edge control like that. I try to minimize how much I use it because I know that it can wreak havoc on my edges. So I try to stay away from that. Anything that is too tight and cause friction on my hair, I don't want anything to do with it because I'm really trying to preserve my relaxed hair. Everyone is different and it's up to you. You can definitely tell me down below any protective styles that you use that other natural hair girls use that you think is beneficial to your hair, and some of the methods that you use to alleviate or not cause any breakage to your hair, because I really like to switch things up sometimes. I mean, I can do things but do it in moderation, except for the box braids and the cornrows and stuff. I do like my wigs. I don't use any glue. I just stick to the my got2b gel and just put it on my forehead and put on my wigs, and I can just slip it off whenever I'm ready to go to bed at night. But the thing is that sometimes you get tired of it and you just want something different. But I do love my wigs, and what I do, I don't even cornrow my hair down. I just part my hair in the center like this and just slick it back and tuck my ends under and then apply my wigs, and I find out that it's still as flat as me doing my cornrows. If I do it to the side, it's more bumpy. If I slick it down in the middle and just slick it down with my brush, it looks exactly flat and put on my wig cap. So I found a solution to that I don't have to cornrow my hair, especially if I just got a fresh relaxer. I really don't, because your hair is a little more sleek and a little more straight, so the roots won't be as bumpy. So that's what I do to alleviate cornrow my hair to get that flat look, in my opinion. However, what I do for in the terms of protective style to protect my ends is that if I'm home, I put my hair up into a bun that it's not rubbing on my shoulders like this or on my clothes. I will put my hair in a low bun and tuck my ends under. If I'm not yet ready for bed, like to do my whole wrapping routine, I was just laying my silk or my satin scarf on my pillow and, you know, can lay down so I have less friction going on. I feel more at ease doing that. Even though I'm not sleeping, my head is still rubbing on something, so I just put that on my pillow or even the back of my couch to you know, to rest my head back so I have less friction. If I'm traveling, that's what I do to put my hair up into a bun, or I just simply cover my hair. This is a perfect time for you to wear your bun on the plane so you have less friction when it comes to your hair. So always try to have preventative measures too whenever you're traveling, because sometimes, you know, you may fall asleep on the plane and your hair is constantly rubbing rubbing on the back of the seat, so the less friction the better for you. I always try as a preventative measure to take emphasis on my ends by moisturizing them and getting a frequent trim. I am not scared. I used to be a little bit scared about trimming my hair because I'm like, why is it that I'm constantly cutting it? Is it going to grow? But it actually helps. I try to get a trim as needed, but every 2 months. So even if it's just a little bit of manicure the ends a little bit, I try to maintain my ends. That really helps to prevent your hair from really breaking and shedding. Try to keep up with your ends. So always make sure to moisturize, wash your hair every week, do your deep conditioning treatment, and also do your protein treatment every month, and your ends will love you for that. And what I do too is when I'm going to sleep, I make sure to wrap my hair every night. No matter how tired I am, I've never went to bed in a long time since I really took up this into hand. Since I've really started to place emphasis on my relaxer, it's been 6 months now that my hair is actually doing very well. Since I'm trying to do these new routine and regimens, I tuck my hair away every single night, so it becomes like a lifestyle habit. So just try to create a lifestyle venture for yourself where every single night, no matter how tired you are, don't find any excuse, spend an extra 5 minutes to tuck your hair away. Put your hair up in a nice wrap and put on your silk scarf, and you also a bun to top it off. So that's what I do, and that will help to protect your ends as well. And what I do for like the winter time too, I always make sure that I tuck my hair away. So if I'm going out and it's super cold, I don't wear my hair out. I just put my hair into a low bun, as I said before, and just put on a nice wig, and that's what I do to protect my hair from the cold weather. So there are numerous things that you can do that can help to prevent breakage for your hair, that you don't have to go into the protective natural hair route, because it's not really meant for your hair. So natural hair is going to be much stronger than our hair. So there's just some hairstyles that natural hair people can get away with that we cannot do. So it is unfortunate and I detest that, but you know, it is what it is. So those are some of the things that I do to protect my ends. So yeah, I am not perspicacious when it comes to relax hair. I am not a professional, but I do know what works for me. I do know that there are other styles that I can do to protect my ends. And like I said it before, just make sure that you just moisturize your ends and try to tuck them away, especially when you're sleeping. Don't be lazy, take out your clip-ins, and don't rely too much on the sewing by doing too much sewing with the cornrows and the threads, and just flat iron your edges all the time and using these edge controls that are so drying for your edges. Just minimalize how you use it. Everything you do should be in moderation. Don't overdo it, so that you can protect your edges and you can protect your ends. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and let us have a discussion down below what you think about these protective styles when it comes to relaxed hair. And if you do have any recommendation, I am willing to hear, because yes, I do miss some of these hairstyles. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and comment down below. I will see you in my next one. Bye.